Hey, it's old Big Bob, and it's Saturday, and it's the 16th of the month of February 2019. How are you? Well, I just wrapped up an event, and I want to talk today, again, Rsol, the demolishing of these insane, media-driven, false narratives that raise the risk as being very high, and they create monsters of people who are not monsters, and they make the firefight much more being held accountable for lifetime accountability for something that it was a momentary lack of judgment or a point of injustice. What if a player commits a foul in a baseball game or a basketball game? Actually, I'm thinking of a basketball game. Or let's say the player has a personal foul, or he breaks the rules in the football game. And so the team gets up and they go, 51, 68, 49. And then you hear the whistle. And it's the ref. Foul! Problem. And everyone's yelling. And what are you talking about? There was no problem. Offsides. It was offsides. And what? So they all agree that they're going to look at the camera, except for the ref. No, I called it offside. It's offside. I already seen it. I saw it. He done be offside. And so, it's an important game, and you figure, whatever, let's move on. So they're back, 10 yards, 15 yards, whatever it is for the penalty. And again, the team's down, the tackles and guards and linebackers and the quarterback, everyone's ready. And 58, 42. There's the whistle. Offsides. And people are beginning to get excited now. They're like, what? Offsides? I mean, no. Yeah, I done did seen it. He'd be offside. So now they get the owner down there, and they get people that they're really kind of hot and bothered about the whole thing. It's a real mess, and they're wanting to see the cameras. So they go back to the video. And of course, all the commentators, Terry Bradshaw and all his buddies up there in the commentator box are losing their minds. What is this ref? Is he blind? Is he dead? Is he deaf? Is he crazy? What is wrong with this ref? We've seen him call 2 offside plays, and there ain't been no offside. It's real clear. And he doesn't want to watch the video. But the other refs, they're over there, and they're like, no. But this is the head ref. The head ref said offsides. So now they're back about 30 yards from where they started. 3rd down and 40. And you know what's going to happen. Offsides. So now the whole stadium is ready to explode. They're furious. They've lost their marbles. The people are absolutely up in arms. Because this is it's just insane. It is insane. Well, Dr. Phil happens to be there. Dr. Phil's going to be there? I want to see Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil? Yeah, Dr. Phil's going to be there. I'm going to tell you what happens when Dr. Phil gets involved. But first of all, this is a Bible Devo. I'm not just talking about destroying these registration requirements that people have gone berserk for in the last, I'd say 10, 15 years. Back in 94, there was about 7 things you could do to be on a registry. And now, it's countless. It's everybody's in there. You know, if you were walking by you walk by a cemetery, there's a child buried there. We're gonna have to charge you with. I just walking by, but you were walking by where children were, so we're gonna. It may sound crazy, but I'm not too far off. So, what does the Bible say? Here we go. Let's get to the Bible verse here. I got a really good verse. James 5:4. Behold, the wages of the laborers who mowed your fields, which you kept back by fraud, are crying out against you. And the cries of the harvesters have reached the ears of the Lord of hosts. That's James 5:4. And that's a verse, baby. That's a good verse, baby. That is a verse, baby. How about this one? Jeremiah 22:13. Jeremiah 22:13. These are Bible verses out of God's eternal word. Woe to him who builds his house by unrighteousness and his upper rooms by injustice, who makes his neighbor serve him for nothing and does not give him his wages. Well, I think that's enough said on that. We read just 2 verses there, and there's a lot more verses. Let me go back and I'll give you the rest of them. Malachi 3:5, Colossians 4:1, 1 Timothy 5:18, Romans 4:4, Acts 20:25, Matthew 20:1 through 16, Proverbs 28:19. Whoever works his land will have plenty of bread, but he who follows worthless pursuits will have plenty of poverty. My brothers and sisters, it's wrong that someone who has been convicted of a crime, whether they did it or not, if they didn't do it, then it's especially
watch out, pothole on road ahead.
It's especially a heinous violation of justice. But even if they did it, they did something. Let's assume they committed a little old misdemeanor. Just a little old misdemeanor. Just a little misdemeanor. And so they served their few days in jail. They did their community service. They took care of their counseling needs. They paid back their debt to society. They served their time in jail. I already said that. They did everything. And the justice system, lets a few years go by, and then they say, bye-bye. Remember, bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Remember that guy? His name is escaping me at the moment, but you know who it is. SNL. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Well, all that's happened, and yet you have this ref that's out there on the field who is...
In 1.8 miles, stay to the left to I-10 East, San Bernardino.
Who is demanding more payment. Not good enough. Not good enough. You know the old saying, not good enough. Not good enough. We want more and more and more. It's like a tax collector. Never have enough taxes. Never have enough payment. I used to work in South Central, and I worked at a school. And if I did any kind of screw up, and I got to tell you, the school was not my race. It was not my race.